So you've got a bit of a bone to pick these days with Thomas Friedman about this idea of everybody having to reinvent themselves. What's that about?
It seems to me that from the first day I started to work in journalism, you know, somebody was always, whispering in my ear, you're going to need to reinvent yourself every few years. This isn't something that just is happening. This sort of highly mobile, no loyalty economy has been around for a generation now, so it's not like it's a revelation. The joke, too, is that Silicon Valley itself, which is really the model of what he was aiming for, has struggled with this issue over many years, since the 1950s and 60s when the thing really began to take off. As companies get larger, they try to hold on to people. It's oftentimes a desperate situation for them to keep some continuity in a world that's constantly changing. There's a suggestion in the Friedman column, too, which is that everybody in this world has to become a businessman or an engineer. That you might not be able to add 5 numbers together, but this is what you should aim at. We're putting people in little boxes, and we're saying you have to do it this way, and it's because we have to be competitive. Because if we don't do it, the Chinese will do it to us. I mean, and that is a little silly.
Are you learning Mandarin?
I'm not learning Mandarin. I hear it's a hard language, and I don't have the time. But that's part of it, too. It's this notion that we all must, turn on a dime and march toward the newest goal that someone decides to come up for us. And then 3 days later, we're supposed to turn again and go to the next goal that somebody comes up for us. Because I guarantee it, in 2 years or 5 years, it'll be something else.
Right now it's China.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, it was Japan.
Right. When I was in school, it was Russia. People were learning Russian. I mean, how many of those people really need Russian today? How many of those people actually learned Russian, or Japanese, or Mandarin? I mean, they're hard languages.